Hello, everyone. It's Tammy from the Chester Library, and I am here today with Bob Lockhart. Bob Lockhart has been a longtime patron of the library and has helped us with various projects over the years. He and I were reminiscing a little bit about a good friend, Pastor Harold Weber, who passed away a year or so ago. And Pastor Weber was such a train enthusiast, and we both know how excited he would be to have the opportunity that all of us are going to have this Saturday afternoon to see the Union Pacific Big Boy. Why is this such a special opportunity for our community?
Well, the last time these trains ran on the tracks was in 1962. Originally built in 1941, there were 20 built, and then
Okay.
in 1944 there were 5 more built.
Okay. And they stopped running in 1962.
The last official run was 59.
Okay.
In 62 they were put in operational storage. Well, originally, before the big boys came online, whenever the Union Pacific had to haul 3,600-ton freight trains over the Wasatch Mountains, they had to hitch on 2 and sometimes 3 smaller engines to get that train over. And it became quite a bottleneck. And with the war looming into the future in late 1941, they ordered a train capable of pulling a 3,600-ton freight load over the Wasatch Mountains all by itself. And this, the big boy did quite well. They eliminated the bottleneck completely because you didn't have to wait for other engines to arrive and be hitched onto a train before you could head out over the mountains. Big boy is 133 feet without water, coal, or anything on it, no crew members, nothing ready to run, just come as it came right out of the shop. You're looking at 600 tons for that engine. I read a little clip about how the name Big Boy actually came about. One of the people working on the boiler in the factory when they were building the engines happened to scrawl in chalk on the side of the firebox, Big Boy. I assume that was how he kept straight what he was working on. The original name was intended to be the Wasatch, after the mountains that it was supposed to climb, but the name Big Boy just sort of stuck.
Well, and in some comparisons on this image, it's comparing it to a Boeing 747, about 100 feet shorter than
Roughly,
that,
yeah. Yeah.
and but the same size as a diesel locomotive, a school bus, and a sedan all put together.
Right.
So it is going to be quite the sight down on our riverfront.
The engines actually proved very economic. Every one of the first batch had over 1,000,000 miles on it, and only one 4005 had an accident. It derailed at a switch.
Hmm.
So, at a cost of a little over $400,000 each in 1941, which would come out to about $4.4 million now, they got a good return on their investment. They ran them things for over 25 years. The last 5 topped 800,000 miles each. So, considering the one that's going to be down at our riverfront has over 1,000,000 miles on it, it's in pretty good shape. When they were testing these engines, they actually ran them up to 70 and 80 miles an hour. However, in actual use, they limited them to 55 miles an hour so they wouldn't tear up the track. We've had calls at the Welcome Center from as far away as Chicago that I know of. And rail fans have been known to follow these trains and catch photographs and videos of them on the run. And then they zip ahead to the next stop and they'll follow them for days. They are a very dedicated group of people. And this is a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Well, and I know our city has been sharing a lot of information about this, and some of the updated information has a change of it arriving at 2:15 on Saturday, the 28th. I think that's about an hour later than the original time estimate.
Just
So
about, yeah.
And of course, the promotion says that's still subject to change. It's like it's going to be making its way to Chester from some southeast parts of Missouri. And then Chester will be the only stop in Illinois before it makes its way to St. Louis later in the day on the 28th. And then I think it's important that we talk just a little bit about, some of the rules or what to expect, because Union Pacific says no one should be within 25 feet of the railroad tracks if you just see
correct.
this. And of course, that's just for everyone's safety. Going to be a busy place. We hear numbers of maybe a few thousand people could possibly be in town.
Going to fit in that small area.
Yeah, so it's going to be a little bit of a complicated process. The weather's going to be hot. So I guess we all need to pack our patience and be prepared for the heat and be safe. It's like Bob said, it's a very unique opportunity to see this, and we would love for everybody to do that. Now, we all know that the railroad tracks go a lot farther in our area than just right here in front of the river here in Chester. So there may be traffic all along the tracks. So we need to, keep in mind following the rules and guidelines set by the police and the state about where actually stopping to view this unique site is permitted. We hope you take a little bit out of your Saturday afternoon to try to get down to the riverfront or to see the Union Pacific Big Boy 4014. Again, please make sure you follow all regulations posted and keep in mind about staying 25 feet away from the railroad tracks. Be respectful of all of our visitors that are coming to town, and let's roll out the carpet and show them a warm welcome. Any closing thoughts, Bob?
Just have fun and be careful.
All right. Thank you so much. And Pastor Weber, this was for you.